Just past midnight on March 29, 2015, an Airbus A320 operating as Air Canada Flight 624 struck terrain 740 feet or 225 meters short of the runway while landing at the Halifax Stanfield International Airport during a snowstorm. There were 133 passengers and 5 crew on board. 25 people were taken to hospital with injuries ranging from minor to serious.
I actually didn't know we were on the runway. I thought we might be on a field and that at any point we could run into a tree or some obstacle, and we just, while we were sliding, I just thought about my boys and family.
You saw a lot of cuts and bruises,
Yep.
but it's more people are freezing. Like there's people out there that have their stocking feet. And we're out in the snow for an hour.
The visibility was reduced, the winds were strong, the airport lighting was not at its maximum intensity, and because Air Canada didn't require its pilots to monitor their height above ground versus their distance back from the runway, they didn't realize until it was only a few seconds before impact that they'd flown too low too soon. They took action to go around, but it was too late and they impacted the terrain 225 meters short of the runway. Because there was no vertical guidance to the runway, the pilots had calculated they needed to maintain a descent angle of 3.5 degrees, and that's what the autopilot was selected to fly. They weren't monitoring their altitude versus distance back. So that's why they weren't aware that with the wind, they were lower, further back than they should be. Well, what we identified is that the aircraft manufacturer and Air Canada in their operating manual did require the pilots to cross-check altitude versus distance. But in their standard operating procedures, which are the specific procedures that pilots fly with, that wasn't included. So that was actually a gap